But for the most part,
I don't know if it's fair. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee and Conversations. And let me tell you, it's already been getting.
I know.
We already started the conversation. Let me tell you. But anywho,
That part right there.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations this morning, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Hot topic. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yes, I don't have my rubber band. I'm gonna have my scrunchie.
You gonna put your hair?
I was gonna take it out of my face, but I'm. Anywho, how are you guys doing this morning? I hope you decided to wake up and make today count, because it does, because you're breathing, so it counts for something. Now, how much it counts for is up to you. Is what you choose to do the rest of your day. So we just want to say good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good morning to you. And welcome. And welcome. I hope you guys had a great night. I did. Ooh, I cannot look. These nails are stuck on me. I've been trying to. I know, 2 came off. People think I need a filling. I'm trying to get them to come off because, it's 3 weeks. I want to put a new set on.
Oh.
But because 2 of them already fell off, I want to glue 2 more on, and then you see all that new growth?
Oh, yeah. But it don't look so bad.
No, I want to take them off because 2 nails already came off, but these ones won't come off. They stuck.
They stuck. They like, no.
They're like, no.
Coming off. I can't.
I thought we glued them up. This new glue that's coming with these tips.
I was putting in my coffee creamer.
Good
morning,
Joe
Mar.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, that is a big creamer from Sam's
a big
Club.
creamer. Unless you're talking about the agave. Was it the agave? This. You put this in your black coffee. First of all, black coffee is very good for you. Very good for you. But then agave is a sweetener. The best sweetener you can have. All natural, right? So imagine putting agave in black coffee. You don't feel bad. It's no sins there.
I can't.
It's no sins to the body.
Sins there. Lord. So listen, y'all. What is y'all up to this morning?
Let me tell you something. This topic is hot.
Right. Because we need to get into it. Because this hour going to go by
into the topic. And today the topic is... You want to read it for them?
How did you put it? How did you actually put it? Let me see. How did you put it? Okay. So the topic is, can a man date you for 90 days without spending money on you? Really, y'all? Do you think you could date a man for 90 days without spending money on you?
Would you have a problem with a guy that you are dating who says up front, listen, I want to get to know you better, and I don't want to actually invest all of my money in you. We can both invest our time, because that's what dating is, getting to know each other. Maybe we're going to be taking walks in the park. Maybe we're going to be doing different things that are free. There's a whole lot of free stuff, okay, where you could actually get to know somebody, where it don't cost nobody. So would it be okay for a man to be like, let's get to know each other for 90 days, but I don't want to spend no money. I'm on a budget. Actually, I'm on a budget for the next 90 days, and I can only pay.
Well, we're going to wait 90 days to go next day.
So, what say you?
Man, listen. Oh, that's
you know what? I think I am that person.
Kind of both ways, because I get it and I understand his honesty and all that, and that's all I want. Somebody who really says what it is, and so I can make a educated decision.
Oh, good morning, Author Lynette. I guess we need to get let her know that topic before you get even started. You gotta tell her
every morning. Come on now, Author Lynette. What's today's topic? Now say it again, Precious.
It is, would it be okay to date somebody? And the guy says that while we're dating, I don't want to spend any money on you for 90 days. Would that be okay for them to be like, listen, I'm doing something different. I want to get to know you. We can find a lot of things to do where we can meet up and we can get to know each other. But as far as me spending money, I want to get to know you before I start investing in you like that. So I'm going to give you the 90-day rule. Would you have a problem with that if you're dating
It's
somebody?
the investing part for me. He
Yeah,
really
money-
feel like he invested.
Well,
something.
money is investment. Time is money. So.
I would be like, well, you know, we ain't gotta go to like somewhere fancy and expensive, but you know.
Okay, so if it's not a double standard, right? Because can a woman say we're not having sex for 90 days?
I don't know. I just feel like if I'm out with a man, that the man should just pay for the food because that's what the man does. I'm not into the new age going Dutch. I don't know. I just don't feel right.
But why do you
like,
feel like the man should pay for your food if you don't even know him like that? What does he owe you?
So what are we even going?
Just get to know each other. What does money have anything to do with getting to know somebody?
If he asks me out, if he asks me out,
and he says, let's go on the park.
Me,
so he said we're gonna meet at the park and take a walk around the thing.
Oh no, that ain't no money.
But then he get to know you.
That's
it don't have to be a rush. It'll never have all the days he send you on has nothing to do with what's the name. What is the problem?
It would never be a
then
problem.
I'm just saying he said he's still gonna date you. Okay. He's just not spending his money on you for 90 days, just like you still gonna get to know him, but you're not giving him your cookies for 90 days. Men don't care. They don't get them cookies on the first day because they don't feel no ways. It's because of how you feel that you would say, I'm gonna wait 90 days for my body. So what about how he feel about all the money he been investing or saving? So if I start going on dates with you, I'm going to be spending my stuff, right? Because you ain't spending your stuff and you ain't giving nothing away. So what are you doing in a relationship as you get to know? What is your, so you just, you saying you better than him. Your time is worth more than his in your opinion. Because what is the difference?
There's no difference, but that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Explain that. Because you feel that. So what is that?
So I'm saying my time is worth something. So if I'm saying I want something to eat or I want something to drink, then I'm on a date with you. I'm spending time with you. So if we in the club, you mean to tell me if we go out dancing, you ain't gonna pay my way in and you ain't gonna buy me a drink? What? Get out of here. Then no, we not doing this because I am not taking my money when I'm in a man's presence and he can't buy me a drink. Like no, that is. I don't think that's good. I just don't think that's good at all. It's not good for you. It's not good for him because it's like.
No, I love that the topic had came up because they was doing from the perspective, but it's okay for women to say that I'm not going to have sex for 90 days. Wait. It's okay for women to say I'm not going to have sex for 90 days, knowing that neither one of y'all are virgins, know that he is sexually active, knowing that he has needs and things, just like you need to eat and you want, and you expect a man to pay for it. You don't think a male is going to expect?
Okay, I want to get behind it. Okay.
Yes. You don't think a man is going to expect, it says, damn, buy me a piece of candy or something and we're going to meet at the park. It's hot as hell, bottled water, ice cream or something. Damn. Right. So you expect for the man to pay for you. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Adam and Eve, you think
it was already paid for. It was already paid for. They both got free shit. That's that before the sin came in. Once the apple got big, it said that the man will work himself to the bone in order to provide, because before it was already available to, and that the woman would have to give birth and deal through contractions and pain. So that was after the apple. So they weren't worried about, it was like the land was providing for them before the apple. So then his job was to
based off of
the thing. Based off of eating the apple.
Adam's tending to the land before the apple.
Based on
Adam tending to the land, dealing with the animals, feeding the animals. Mm-hmm. And when Eve came, she provided what? What did she do?
Sex.
Adam had
all she could have provided, and that's just the point. That is all. It was mate. What does mate mean? What's MATE mean?
Oh no. Okay, so she was. We ain't there.
Well, no. I'm not talking about. I didn't say produce. If we mate, we don't always produce when we mate.
The dogs do.
No, yeah, maybe the dogs do, but every time you fuck, you have a baby. Exactly. We don't always produce because we mate, and I have a lot of sex. But that's what I'm saying. So mating don't got nothing to do with a baby. But like you said, he took care of everything. When she came, there was nothing for her to do, and she was his companionship. So he was getting ass at the end of the day because he saw all the animals paired up, and God said it was not fair for him to be alone. What was they doing paired up? enjoying each other's company. So the nature of the man is to get the enjoy. He working hard, he taking care of them. He sit back and like, damn, he don't got nothing for him. Even the animals got somebody to kiss up on and cozy up. So I'm gonna till your land, I'm gonna take care of you. But it's funny because it was a standard, right? It's okay for us to say you're not getting this for 90, but it's not okay for them to say, well, I want to get to know you for 90 days before I give you all my money or invest in you in that way. Because getting to know you I think you could talk on the phone for 90 days to really get to know somebody. You don't got to be in nobody's presence to get to know each other either.
Do different things to get to know them.
He says, if I buy you drinks all night, you owe me.
God.
Right, and that's how men feel. Right? No, they try to. Come on now, Byron. Look at
not feel that way.
Okay.
Babe,
well, then he grew
up. You feel that way, babe? Yeah, you probably did when you was, probably. When he's single, what you think?
Yeah. What am I buying you drinks or at the club and I don't even know you at the end of the night? They hoping you drunk enough to go home with them. So they gonna get you the last drink. Let me get them the last drink of the night. Hopefully I can take them home with me. Yeah, you know. He fine. Look, he love.
Yeah, he
love. It said, Joe Mar says, go ahead, Kia.
Joe Mar says,
I knew this was gonna be a cool topic.
Lord. A male can date someone for 90 days and not spend money on them. A true man, however, will not be able to do this because when he values or sees someone he wants, he will want to express that. And simple things like flowers, dinner, drinks, small gestures, or gifts. He wants to especially show that he can provide. It's in a man's nature to want to show that. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just in a man's nature to do certain things when you're getting to know the women. Like you say, like you give them flowers. Flowers mean, like my dad always says, you might not like flowers, but I think every woman, if you give her flowers, she's going to smile. And that's the whole point. You saying don't get you flowers, you don't want flowers, but I bet you be smiling when you see them damn flowers. So it's just, I don't know. See, that's the part I'm coming from. It's in a man's nature to do it. And when you go against nature just because, this new thing, it's just like, okay. I don't think a man really, really wants it. They're just doing it just because, like you're saying, they tired of getting used. Yeah. But realistically, a man that's just in his nature, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I really
think. You think it's in the nature or do men specialize in results? Is it in his nature or do he specialize in results? Let's keep it clear. His nature is to fuck. That's his nature.
I mean,
he specializes in results, which is why he does what Joe Mar just said. That is the specializing in results. I am getting you all that in return for the thing that I want.
Wait to see if you're gonna get the return. No, it is an investment. You can't get around the investment.
But that's what they're saying is the same thing. But that's what I'm saying. It goes both ways. That's what I'm saying. I agree. But these women,
I get the man saying that because, unfortunately they have waited and invested in all of that. But hey, I think it's just.
He said Adam had the boys. Eve had eggs down. Somebody had to eat and multiply. Breakfast was served.
I cannot with you off the I can't.
Because honestly, he was fine. He was living his best life. Let me tell you. Ron Paula says if we go out on dates, we should be eating breakfast together afterwards.
Cause she cooking it, Ron.
Cause she making you breakfast.
I mean,
no gifts or expensive gifts, just lunch or dinner from crib.
I mean, and I think that's nice. I could whip up some eggs because I'm feeling you and I really enjoyed our time together. I think that's eggs ain't costing too much. Like,
yeah, but how the hell you making eggs in the morning? That sounds like somebody is getting what they want to.
We might not have even had sex. We could have held each other and got twisted and drunk and laid there.
If y'all got twisted and drunk, y'all did more than held each other. But I'm gonna say. If y'all was,
I don't know what happened last night, but we
about last night. I know he up there, somebody up cooking eggs, somebody got done up. I'm just saying, you are making breakfast.
But you gonna get these eggs and cheese this morning.
Ask what's his name? Hey, ask Jody, honey. Jody getting breakfast because Jody done laid it down.
Yeah, Jody been having.
You see what Ron Paul says? Specialize in results. I don't think y'all realize that men specialize in results. So, and I think that came apart when women like, you know what? I'm gonna wait 90 days I want to wait 90 days to have sex. Now, you don't know if in a month you're going to be attracted to me, but you set a rule that I got to respect even though I have needs. So the question was made because that's a question that a lot of people have, right? We women got 90-day rules. So the men want to know that if you got a 90-day rule, right? If you that woman, like you tired of people, you tired of being used. The man with that rule is probably being used too. The rules come into effect because of how people take advantage. I have to set rules when people take advantage of how I do stuff.
So now I gotta set a rule.
Like Jomar said, he could have been a good guy doing all of that, but the good guys get played over a lot of times because sometimes they want people that are out of their league and they get what they can afford. And I'm never attracted to you in the first way. So what are they doing? They're just taking the free dates, putting a standard while they having sex with their friend. They got a best friend they having sex with over there while you taking them out.
But you know what?
They got the homeboy that's feeling their need because they ain't waiting 90 days because both of them are actually doing, but I'm going to get a date from you. I mean, there was guys in Clubhouse saying that the girls would give them the doggy bags and tell them about the date, but they cool. They effing partners. So that whole, I'm just saying, if you can say, I'm going to wait 90 days for that, then it's doomed to come next because there ain't enough.
It's fine for the men to say that, but it's
Tammy.
Just up to hey, Tammy. It's up for the, it's up to that person to say yes or no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on now.
But we saying, would it be a problem if there's a guy that you are attracted to?
Oh, yeah.
They got there's stuff going on. And he's like, and you already on your 90-day thing because you like, listen,
I have the 90-day
too many
rule.
people have done such and such. Or like I said, for the person that have the rule, it don't matter because the rule ain't in place because of you. The rule is in place because of my boundaries or what I'm committed to for myself. So I'm going to miss out on a good guy because he says for 90 days, he just want to get to know me and he don't want to spend his money. I don't want him to miss out on me because I say for 90 days, I want you to get to know me before I give him my cookie. So how is it a problem for him to have his standard? Like you can choose a standard.
I think I would just have to see how it goes. If it's something that was presented and it's new because I'm not used to it and it's like I respect your your opinion and so let's see how it goes. I think I would just see how it goes and if I'm not feeling it, I'm just out.
Yeah. But do we respect each other's opinions?
Yeah, I do.
Because if we got a standard of stuff is like, okay, this is my standard. I like you, but this is what I want to do for myself. I would love to get to know you, but the way my life is set up right now, and you gonna get me as I am. So you know what I mean?
Let me know what it is so I can know what we doing.
Jomar says, you want to read what Jomar's saying?
A woman saying not having sex for 90 days isn't comparable because most reasoning for a woman to do that is wanting to make sure there is value in the man before getting to that point. The man shows this by marking his territory, which confirms for a woman to want to then give them their value, aka the panani. Laugh out loud. So the woman is wanting to see your value. So the reason for her not having sex for 90 days is to completely get to know you and see what value you have. Got you.
Because not reasoning.
So a woman doing the 90-day rule could be for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying, I want to see what value. And I don't,
If you, like I said, I could have a woman that has a lot of value, but because of her trauma, because of her experiences, she now set a boundary that only the king is going to get over if that's meant for him. Right? And that's called sacrifice. I'm used to every man buying me something. Mm-hmm. But the man that brought me the least in the beginning was the one who provided my whole lifestyle once we got together. Why? Because it was what we were doing, right? He was hurt by people. I didn't want nobody to buy nothing for me because I didn't want them to think I owed them nothing. So I had no problem doing my thing and allowing you to do that and expect shit from you. But in the long run, the one person that thought that everybody was taking provided a whole life for me that I never worked. But he didn't come in like that, right?
Experiences of things happening.
That's what I'm saying.
So now it's
so if a man has that boundary, do we not want to know why?
You know what I'm saying? Talking, then I'm gonna know all of that. But you ain't just gonna. Yeah, see, that's what.
That's what he's saying. That's what that is communication.
It's about communicating.
The communicating is that.
Don't just tell me that, and it's gonna be like, "Duh, explain to me why."
I mean, that would be you asking after he says.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let's talk about it.
After y'all have the conversation,
know a little more, like what happened, like that's different for me. So let's talk about it. I've never heard of it say that, so it's like. Tell me more, because honey, yeah, that's different.
Overnight scenario: breakfast is served 5 a.m. to Pancake House.
5 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know if Tammy is trying to say something.
5 in the morning. I can't.
It says, "What if I'm having a hot girl summer and I just want the with no commitment? Does that make me a hoe?"
No. It don't, and you don't let nobody tell you otherwise, and it don't matter what nobody say. That's the problem. It's what they're labeling you.
No, look,
if that's your
Ron Paulin says no. It makes you a decision maker.
Thank you, Ron. That's what I'm talking about. You made a decision on what you doing with yourself. Don't let nobody label you. Nope. You good. You got just what you wanted.
What if you wait 90 days and it's trash? You just wasted 3 months.
Oh, well, that's the chance you take. That's the chance you take, because you don't even know what it's like. So, right. She had the 90-day standard and you waited and now it's trash. God damn.
And still be on the side waiting for those 90 days. And the dude be on the side waiting for those 90 days. Let me tell you.
That part right there. Because if he really want what he want, he gonna wait.
Right, and I guess it's vice versa, right? Because if you was eating before him and you was doing everything before him, and all y'all really investing is time with each other, right? You know what he do, you know his job, you know what
And
but
90 days is a long time though. 3 whole months.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just if we were just comparing it to that 90-day rule. You see what I'm saying? Not Arthur Lynette says, "Can I get a refund?"
How you gonna get a refund? All your money.
But they talk about the men. That's what the men saying. Your trash ass school. He talking about I had to wait 90 days. That was the setup.
Girl, you knew your kid was trash. That's why
you ain't want me to get her. Because that person know that they good. He's like, I'm about to ease it on them real quick, honey. I'm about to get everything. Let me let them smell it. So like you trying to preserve it because they keep on running from it. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta get more top. I gotta get my top on the front end.
Y'all crazy. Wait a
I can't wait for the back end. I gotta get my top in the
conversation. So my girl, you had me waiting for this. Are you serious right now?
Listen,
you thinking you the bomb, girl? You thinking you the bomb?
Listen, let me tell you. My friend told a story. It was hilarious, and she told a story about waiting. And he was trash.
Ooh.
And she was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. But I think it was a long distance. So that's what was making the wait thing. And, but she was head over heels, right? Because the investment is getting to know. But it's like some things you can't work with. You can't work with size. You could work with style, but you can't work with size. Size is something different. You can't grow one, although they're going to get operations now. But I'm just saying, you can work with how you do it, but you can't work with what you use to do it. So that was different. So that's funny. Chef Ron says, the Bible says, give to receive. Women want to receive, but don't want to give. But that's why I said I know the standard came out because you always heard that thing, but it's like, what are you giving different than them if you're dating? In the beginning, it's like everybody's coming with a clean slate. You're not giving no more than somebody else when you think about it, because I don't know you, you don't know me.
You're not really, but because we both giving our time, we both giving our comment. I mean, so y'all both equally giving
until he starts paying. That now he's giving more than you. He's now investing more for the relationship. But that's why he's a father, because don't the father pay the bills? That's a word Dr. Miles Monroe just told us. The father's supposed to pay the bills when he wants to or not. So that's just the stipulation.
Man, I'm so sorry. I think that's your duty.
I mean, definitely. And I said, I think the only reason why I came out was because, like I said, you may be getting to know, putting, I guess, rules on it makes it seem like you're controlling, right? Either way, whether it's putting a rule on the cat or whether it's putting a rule on the checkbook, it's still giving a sense of control, if that makes sense. So I'm controlling you, you controlling me with that, because if it's because you may just be feeling somebody out, you give them a chance, you go with the moment.
You could do that in a relationship too. Once you marry, before you marry, if you're in a relationship, you control it like that too. I ain't cooking, I ain't having sex, I ain't doing this because I'm mad. Like, so I mean, it's always controlling.
Author Lynette says, I waited 3 months. You don't know how to go downtown. You ain't got no big. Do you need a little blue pill, or do you need to go? Or do you need to go see Dr. Phil?
Lord,
yeah, it's a blockage in the brain, probably. And his age, for all that ass they was rational on that first date. By the time they get mature and seasoned and ready,
sometimes
they was doing way too much.
What you working with to see if I'm even gonna continue seeing you, and while I'm wasting my time, because I ain't got time to be wasting. Let me see what you're working with.
Let me see what you're working with.
Show me what you're working with, okay? Because I ain't got time to be wasting.
The woman can be trash too. Been there, done that.
Of course, yeah. Both. The woman and the man. It's not always the man. Yeah, this is definitely not biased.
No, it's not biased. That's what
at all.
That's why it was a funny topic that always get people riled up. Because at first I'm like, no, you sound crazy. But then when I heard the hypocrisy in it all, because it's no difference than a standard. I would go with a woman who had that standard, and I wouldn't judge her for the standard because I would relate. So it's easier for a man to relate to that standard because they understand what they go through, right? How everybody's not as wholesome as they say they are. Some people be trying to get free dates. So you picking nice places, you doing all that with no intentions of even being with me because you don't even really like me like that.
Not even digging me.
Right.
But
and so
you get a free meal.
Right. Or even so, I'm gonna pick the drunkest girl at the club to buy her the last drink because I don't really feel like that. I'm just trying to smash tonight. I came out thinking who I'm gonna smash. So I'm feeding you the drink so that I could hopefully smash you. So everybody got an intention, right? And so it's like, because both people understand, because they got friends, if it ain't them, speaking for a friend, right? It ain't you ain't the friend. But you know you got a friend that's trying to get free drinks at the club. Don't even want to bring their wallet. So you came for people to pine over you. You put your best dress on to get all those drinks, to sell sex, but not be giving sex, right? Because why are you that sexy? Why are you giving that? You ain't in your hoodie and you ain't in the sweatshirt and no sweatpants like, yeah, babe. You're selling sex, but yet you giving all of that.
Looking nice,
right? You out looking good. Like, who gonna buy me a drink tonight? So when you hear the standard, I had to check myself because I had to see it both ways.
It's something that happens, like men know, but men already come to, like you said, come to the club knowing they spending money and they gonna buy women drinks. Because that's what they do anyway, whether they have an intention with it or not. I don't know. I wonder if a man really goes out and be like, I just need, because for me, I wonder if they really say that. Like, I just need $50 or $60 or whatever because I want 4 drinks. They don't really factor in money for a woman to buy her a drink in case they see somebody nice and be like, ooh, I need at least money for 2 drinks for a woman because I'm a man and I'm going out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might see somebody that's beautiful at the club.
Yeah, and I just want
because I think I'm going to find my wife there because I'm looking for my wife at the nightclub. I am.
I mean, but not necessarily. Right.
You may stumble upon a good one, like, but that ain't what they're looking for when they go. I don't know that that's what they're looking for. Unless she blowing powder, I am done with
that. Who is blowing
Unless
powder?
She dry as hell, just sprinkle some water on it. Talking about what Chef Ron was saying. Bingo, Apostle. Yeah, I know he's talking about when I was saying, you know, it's a double standard, right? Yeah. We go in there, you dressed up, you look good, you ready.
Yeah.
And you come for a free drink. You ain't even bring your wallet. You ain't planning on spending nothing. Why don't we plan on spending? When we bought stuff, we got our own check, right? We used to
the man being a man and buying a woman drinks because that's what they've been doing.
But why are they doing it? Do we know their why?
Well, that's on them.
We just think they no. But if you understand their why, it's on you, because then the expectation is.
Well, once you understand it's
the
not
why.
me, then you move on to her. Thanks for the drink. But
no, they gonna follow you. They buy you that drink, they gonna follow you all night.
That's when I'm gonna let you know.
That's why I don't take no drink. You're not gonna follow me around. The one time I took a drink, I let them buy 2 drinks, and I gave Rondell one. I said, I haven't made. Oh, I don't care what. Then can I get 2?
And then if I'm with my friends, you gonna get out of here, bro.
No, we don't just buy drinks to be nice unless we know you already. Period. I know that. I know that. That's why I buy my own damn drinks. When I'm by myself, I'm good. Because I already know. And if I know better, I'll do better. So if I'm not selling myself, then no, you can't do nothing for me. You're gonna have to check on me later in a lifetime. You better hope we can exchange numbers.
Lord,
but I think it's a funny topic because it's so true.
That dating thing is for the birds, honey. I'm so glad I got the. I guess I'm used to being with my friends and we buy each other drinks. Somebody gonna buy a round or something, and it's just
we gotta read what the Lynette topic. What she said, because she got a nice little thing. But I was gonna put. Rondell said, like I said, women receive but not give, not realizing that may run a good man off.
I agree.
Of course, because especially a good man that got used.
I agree.
So he want to see who got integrity. What do you really want from me? Are you trying to use me for what I got? Just like you're feeling like, are you trying to use my body? You are trying to use my body for pleasure, and you trying to use my wallet for gain. So it's no different. That's all I'm saying. It is no different because we all should be given to receive. And so if you're expecting something, then you can't have no rule on the table. Y'all can't, if he got a rule, then now y'all both got a rule is fair. But you can't have a rule and he ain't got a rule, and that's gonna be that ain't gonna fold. That ain't gonna work.
At that point right there.
Are we ready? We're just
billions of people in the world. Come on, off the L. She said, I remember one night when my girls and I was going to the club. They was buying us all drinks and everything. We thought was cute. We thought we was cute and said we thought they was cute. And said,
no, we thought it was cute that they was buying us drinks and we said thank you.
Oh, okay.
And one guy came across the club and asked me, could I dance? And I said, I'm so sorry that you had to go all the way back. Of course, I probably shattered his ego. But we was coming to the club just to have a good time. I didn't want to be hidden. Was I wrong? I know that night I wasn't. Well, you saying they bought y'all all drinks. And in return, he came for a dance. And you sent him back across the club. That's what I'm saying. He think it's his way in. He's only buying drinks. Now, if a guy buy around the drink, now, Kia, you gonna dance with it. That was wrong.
I think that was wrong. I just think at that moment you didn't treat him fairly because it's not about him spending his money to me. It's about the gesture of him being nice as a gentleman, buying you and the girls a drink, and you couldn't even have the audacity to give him a dance. What he bought all y'all drinks. He came and did a nice gesture. So the least you could do was, and y'all out at the club. If you ain't you said you came to have a good time, so y'all just came to dance with each other. You didn't come to dance with the people at the club. You know what I mean? So I don't think it would have took that much from you to just
give him a two-step.
Right.
Like you're not even getting no two-step. Don't you see I'm with my girls? We came to have fun. We don't want y'all in our
that's having fun.
But that's what I'm saying. I can understand how nowadays men are creating all these new rules because it's just a new level of woman. Let's say that.
Yeah.
And there's a new standard of woman and what they expect sometimes is ridiculous. And sometimes I think, is this really going on in the world? Because I don't know the people, but I hear the people telling the stories. Clubhouse is another place that'll have you like, is this really going on in the world? Is this just going on here? Like, where are you people from in these rooms with these conversations? Because that...
And you know what's crazy? See, for me, So I guess from my sister being young, that's how I heard it. So I thought that it was like that. So it
What?
doesn't seem new to me.
What the
new generation thing. I mean, I know a lot of women are different, so it just seemed like a lot of women do have these standards going on that some men will go for it and some men won't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I think maybe the newer generation are more and more like that, where it's not just stagnant. It's not, you know, it's more of the women are like that. So it's like, cause I'm like, what? He taking you shopping, then her shopping. I'm like, shit, bring me back some boots. I want the Timbs, and I damn sure was getting them. Bring me back the bag. Yeah. So it was like, that's what they was doing, and it was like,
but they didn't like the guy.
Yeah,
they did like the guy.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they had to create. That's why I'm saying the man had to set that standard, because if that's been happening since you was young, it took them. They short study. They short study. We knew to say we not doing it. Back then, she wasn't doing it, right? But she was getting all that stuff. So she been had her standard. Now, fast forward 30 years later, men are now finally taking their own power back. Like, wait a minute. It took us long. We a short study, but I want to set standards too. I'm not because because of all them people.
And I'm letting you know, I ain't playing the fool.
I'm not playing the fool. Now I done worked 80 hours this week. I'm not giving you half my check at Benny Hanna's.
My whole check.
I got bills to pay. And I'm not
wife and kids looking at me crazy.
Not my wife and kids.
And my wife and kids looking at me crazy because I done gave you my whole check, girl. Let's talk about it.
Damn right.
Come on, and we talking about husbands with the side chick, right? Because
I'm done.
Come on,
not the husband with the side chick giving. I know you ain't take that heifer to bed. We didn't even bed with
in your pocket. You ain't take me there. Baby needs some new shoes.
He said he trying to impress that new cootie, honey. He done got that old cootie.
I got that.
I got that cootie. Mike was cracking up. He walked out the door. He don't want to be a part of this conversation. He said,
I can't. What you said, Ron?
Wait, this is that's what Chef Ron. We already read that before. I read Jane. Arthur Lynette is talking about.
Yeah. He was ugly as hell. Goat teeth.
He was ugly as hell, goat teeth, but we all types of guys buying us drinks just because we look cute or had a nice smile. You know, we said thank you. And plus, he had on a silver 3-piece suit on, or hell, look, like the Tin Man.
The Excelsior girl. With his 3-piece suit on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Girl, was y'all at Excelsior?
And normally, the people that's putting that 90-day rule is probably the people that's not as attractive, but spend more time building the empire. Right. Remember girl, you like,
come here.
That drink was not worth no hits.
Look, I'm high too. I'm like,
when you mad because he bought all your friends drinks, but he picked you to dance with. Wait a minute. They all got a drink.
Come on. What you say there, girl? Come here, girl. Let me get your. Let me dance with you, girl.
No, she didn't say worms.
I can't.
Oh my God. Ron Paulin said, see, that old man would have gave you everything if you kept it real with him. He can get teeth fixed and a new outfit, but you can't get new character.
Oh.
And I guess that's what I'm saying. And trust me, it's the one, because you know the GQ guys ain't begging for nobody to sex them up. So we already know who's setting those standards. Is the guy who spent more time working on his inside than his outside, right? Who just was given. We don't get. We are given our looks. We don't get to get no sheet and say, you know what? I need dimples. I would like some hazel eyes. I need Tina Turner legs. And while you at it, go in the 8-pack to get the 6. We don't get to write it out like that. You get what the hell you get. You got to do the best with it, right?
The muscle in the calf.
So the guy said, listen, I ain't get the right body, so I'm gonna work hard. He's working hard.
He like, I came out here looking for love, girl.
Jerome in the house. I said Jerome in the house. I'm done.
My man, girl, come get
Now,
the drink.
now he had worms. I'm just done with you.
Tenderoni. I was looking for young tenderoni.
But I think that's a good point. This topic is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, y'all got me in here.
Oh my God, because when I think about it, it's crazy. Because Kia know that's why she laughs so hard. That's why she had to jump out that seat. Because that boy follow you around all day. That's why I don't take no drinks. Because that one drink make them think they could be your shadow. Like, let me tell you something.
He like, I got her now. She done took the drink.
done
I
took
got
the
her
drink.
now.
I'm
Don't take the drink.
Don't drink the drink, girl. If you don't like him, say no to the drink. Okay.
It's okay, it's all right.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm drinking water today. Honey, get your own drink.
I can't.
But if you went dressed
You gonna be dressed
for the
up
mess.
tomorrow
Oh no, I'm saying you went dressed for the mess.
for that drink.
For that drink. Because you wanted them to buy you free. I ain't bring my wallet. I got it going on, girl. I got this my going on dress.
Girl.
What they said, fucking
No,
girl.
fucking
Fucking
dress.
girl.
That fucking
Fucking
dress.
girl.
I can't right now.
Oh my God. Author Lynette talking about, hush up, Ron. Yeah, I want to get the Social Security check. Task him to take him to VA. I'm not going to be messing with the deacon.
I'm gonna take him to the VA.
Cause why the deacon at the club over here trying to get an unsuspected drunk girl? I'm gonna get a drunk, and then she
Not
gonna
the
see me
deacon at the
different.
club.
Not the
Deacon, a
deacon at the
regular
club.
old man. That's just the title. He's just a
He
deacon
talking
on
about
Sunday.
some, no slipping up Mickey or me.
Who's slipping the Mickey, girl? Who is slipping the Mickey? Y'all gonna have my contact come out.
Now listen to what Chef Ron said.
Oh.
God ain't gonna make them ugly and small package. Every unattractive woman I've been with have flame. My wife was the first cute one with fire.
What?
He talking about some. He may not look the best, but he probably could D you down. He ain't gonna give him an ugly face and no package.
Oh,
So
okay.
listen, he may not have the cutest face, but he might can do your other wows. He can keep you there.
Gotcha,
But he's
gotcha.
saying a lot of unattractive women that he been with had that fire.
Oh, okay, got you.
He said that his wife was the first one that was
had
cute
both. Okay,
with
got
the
you.
fire.
Right. Yeah, you can't be slipping on them.
Oh, so that's
unattractive.
That's why you married me at
They might have some
21.
good stuff.
That's
But
why
when you
married
come
me at
across
21.
somebody that got both, oh, she's a keeper.
All right.
When
He
the
gonna get
man
married
finds a
young.
wife, he finds a good thing. He like, whoa. Let me.
So he
jump
trying
around
to say,
this fence.
he trying to say he might not look all of that, but he had time to concentrate on the other things, right? Some people are concentrating on their beauty, and some people are concentrating on their booty.
That part. Oh God,
You think you can read this?
What the L says, and if I gotta wait for your blue pill to kick in, we got a problem, Houston. My uncle and his friends used to share the blue pill. Whoever got the prescription first, that's who passed it out. They all passed on now. Oh
my
and
God.
They was
That's what I'm saying. That's their
they
nature.
was getting around the blue pill, honey. Who got the
So
prescription
that's
first?
their nature. So they thinking, okay, I'm gonna wine and dine her. I'm gonna have somebody to have fun with. We're gonna get into each other, and we're gonna do whatever because we grown. We're gonna do grown people stuff.
Oh,
And then the girl be like, wait a minute, honey. I got 90 days. So get to know me and wine and dine me, and let's see where we go. But I got 90 days. Okay.
I can't.
All right. I knew that was gonna be funny.
Y'all
It's definitely gonna be. This
acting
definitely
up.
another. We definitely have to add this with the men where we could do the links. I said I'm gonna do a
Lord.
perspective with the Pauline one where the men could actually come on and give their perspective because this one right here is hilarious.
What she said? Then old man could pull some woman. I'm telling you, of all ages with that
Yeah.
blue pill.
With the blue pill. I
I
tell you,
can't.
I cannot remember that TikTok thing, but that thing had me weak because it was. It was like, honey, this guy is seasoned. He know what he's doing.
Oh my God!
That's them
Ron.
old pimps. They ran out of us.
They've been doing it their whole life. Can't even get up
Ran out
no
of
more.
us, I
They
swear.
use their little self out.
Mm-mm-mm.
I can't.
Yo,
Not
let me tell y'all.
Pill.
I ain't even share it. I was in here laughing. I ain't even share the live. I share it.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. Listen, all I'm saying, what say you? So now, I say do whatever works for you, right? If you somebody that been taken advantage of, because clearly your instinct is off. Because I always say the guy who's upset about the gold digger is the same guy who could have pulled up in a Toyota but chose to pull up in the Bentley, who chose to attract the very thing that they complain about. So just like the girl in the sexy dress at the club is mad because Buck 2 Beavis chase him around because you say yes to a drink and you know you wouldn't give him the time of day. So why allow him to get a false understanding by your acceptance? The minute you accepted, it made him feel like he had a chance. You think it's just a drink, but he worked. God knows how long he worked for that drink. Them club drinks like $15 now. Right. He gave you a whole hour pay for your drink. That was 1 hour. I mean, let's think about it in real time. And I don't think we get it when the men are using money. You're like, but you a man and you supposed to, but his hours is the same. He don't get no more hours than we get. And that little $15 top shelf drink, them drinks be like $20 now if you in a nice restaurant. So by the time he had 2 hours a day with you, he done spent 2 days of paycheck. If that ain't an investment where he expecting some pleasure on the air, I don't know what is. Now, I ain't saying that it has to be the first night. I'm saying that if you have a rule of 90 days, then so can he. But if there's no rules and y'all just filling each other out, but that's what grown people do. But when we set rules and boundaries, we got to respect both ways. If I respect a woman who's been through enough, who says, listen, because I don't trust myself and I get in too deep and then I find out that I done failed and I can't get up. Right? Because we fall in love. It's hard to climb out of that mug. So you done fell in. You understand what I'm saying? Now you all into that or whatever. Now you going through the motions, right? And then they play you. So now you feel like, oh, I ain't going to do that again. Guys got the same feeling. Oh, I'm all into it. I'm like, oh, I done pulled me one now, y'all. Yo, look at what I got. Oh, she into me. Da-da-da. We going here. We going here. We going here. And then when it's time, when that 90-day hit, they be like, you know what I was thinking? I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach.
I can't. You know what?
They don't get none of that back. They go. They ain't got nothing. So, but like I said, and people are being grown. This half of them played me. She done took 5 drinks from me at the club and then ran when the lights came on. I can't even find her. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Because it was a setup the whole time.
Girl, I had fun. I had 5 drinks. Don't do them for me.
Girl, I had a good drink. I was all up on me. I got out, girl. I got out, though. I got out. That's how y'all be. I got out, though. Girl. How many drinks you got? Well, I got 10 drinks today. And gave her, and blew a kiss. Honey, they proud of it. So I guess.
Poor little thing. Poor little thing.
Melissa, you'd have been cracking up today. Good morning, honey. Man, this is a funny topic. Arthur Lynette says, Ron, if a lady says she would give you $3,000, she wants you for a week, would you do it? Would you do it? Chef Ron, for $3,000 today? Not today.
Oh, we paying that more than
Oh, no. They're going to have to give him more than $3,000 today, God. Honey. You better add a 2.0.
What could we pay with that?
I get a grace period.
Wait a minute.
Must that money come in, money go out. I got to take that grace period.
Oh, God. We're gonna have to talk about this business situation.
So we got to talk about
I need to hide in the closet and see what's going on.
Oh my God. Good morning, Queen Melissa. It's the eyes for me, Ron Paul.
It's that part right there is the eyes for me. And I can see his face too.
$3,000. Don't y'all be trying to give my man $3,000 now. He look like he gonna take a $3,000. Thank you, Melissa.
Melissa. Subscribe to that YouTube channel, y'all.
Subscribe. But yes, Melissa, we was asking. We on the last 10 minutes. We was asking would it be okay for a man to say that I like you, I want to date you, but I want to wait 90 days before I spend money on you. I want to get to know you without spending my money. Would that be a turn off? Or would you relate? Is it comparable to a woman who, who says, I like you, I want to get to know you, and I want to go on expensive dates, but I want to save my cat for 90 days. The kitten don't come out until 90 days before it's perfect. Until it's perfect. You ain't getting this cat.
You gotta work for this, honey. It's preparing.
It's preparing. Would that make you a pretty man, or would you feel like a gigolo? I'm just trying to understand, because some people on both sides would do it. Would that make you a pretty man, or would it make it? Listen, if you're doing something if you having sex for money, it's the same on both sides. I don't care what they tell you. The name may be different, but it's the same
daggone thing. Sugar daddy, that could be a gigolo. I don't know what you want to call it.
No, she's the sugar mama, because if she paying him for sex.
Oh yeah, she's
right. She's paying him for sex. So he's saying, would you be a gigolo? You know what I mean? Or would you just be a pretty man who just get offers to them, like the girl getting drinks?
Look,
listen, if these boys people start meeting you, like, listen, I ain't trying to make it complicated. I'm gonna pay your rent. All I need you to do is D me down. Is that how it's gonna start going? The boys, ladies will go seeking out.
What they say.
Yeah.
I don't need you to take care of me. I'm good. All I need is that. That's all
which means they would be okay with the Dutch guy. Like,
yeah.
I don't need to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
Because I want what I want.
I want you to think this is all I need.
This is all I need.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. But that's why they okay with doing it on the first date. That'll be that chick that'll probably do it on the first day, because she ain't coming for all the other stuff. She know what she want already. Yeah. And she don't give a damn about nobody trying to call her, because that ain't gonna do nothing for me.
He said, I'm taking the money. I might be hooked if she know what she doing. Old Cougar can get it. If she offers $3K, I'm leaving with everything co-signed and all. Co-signed and all.
Oh, she got that money. Let me see what I do.
Right. So
this is a business.
This is a business deal. But I'm saying,
I can't.
That is so hilarious. That just proved my point. Just because she's paying, who said it had to be for sex?
Just because she's paying, who said it?
Right. He automatically went to. He's giving the $3,000. That means they having sex. So I guess that's the point.
I just want you to hold. Okay,
it's equating, right? You equate the investment with return of value. Yeah, I'm gonna offset that, because if they say I'm giving you $3,000 for the night,
because some men are like that. I mean, no. To be honest, it's not always about sex. Some sugar daddies, they just want your company. Women get paid to just be in your company, to go to the movies with. It's kind of like, not a call girl, because call girls do sex, but it's kind of like, like sugar daddies have that companionship thing going on. People get paid, women get paid to be a companion to like older men, to like go to the movies or go to just do events with them. They need an event girl for the night. Mm-hmm. They having a foundation fundraising thing, a gala, right? They need that woman on their side, on their arm, and they pay you for that. Not saying y'all gonna have sex afterwards. I mean, that's probably like a happy ending. Like, you know what I mean? You could pay extra for that, but initially, they got all type of shit out here, honey.
Oh, they buying pretty women?
Oh, yeah.
And is she pretty enough? They trying to screw pretty women?
Yeah, now that's an extra. A la carte.
Damn, you ain't got one friend you could go for free, and you got that money. That's crazy. If you ain't getting them,
now crazy. Bucktooth Beaver.
Oh yeah,
he paying for that. He ain't got nobody.
Let's get Melissa. What Melissa says.
I mean, I don't know. He went and bought 5 people drinks, and he couldn't even get a drink. You know he paying for somebody to go somewhere with him.
Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
I am not a fan of this withholding of dating funds. Spending money is part of the process. When you make a new friend, don't you go out for coffee or drinks? don't you buy your friends a donut once in a while? I wouldn't think anyone should have to spend lots of money, but a little is necessary. I feel like it's shallow to hold out for 90 days. Just my opinion. Laugh out loud. I know that's right.
Shallow.
It's just part
Is
of
it
the
shallow
process.
on both ways? Do you think it's okay for a woman to say she wants to hold out sex for 90 days? Do you think that's shallow? Is it both ways? Or is it one-sided? That's the question.
I just don't look at you as a man.
Why we can't split bill?
Cause I can't look at you as a man.
And he probably can't look at you as a woman if he ain't splitting that tail.
And I'm fine with that. I am so fine with that because my tail don't make me a woman. I mean, it doesn't define me.
Oh, it don't?
But your body do. So sorry.
Oh, that tail define you whether they tell you or not.
If you a man, you gotta have some money. And if you can't spend money on me, it's not a good look. That's just not a good look. Buy me something. Treat me to a donut, like Melissa say. A coffee and a donut. There's no way you can't spend no money.
I don't think they would have been complaining about coffee and donuts. It's some expensive meals and them shopping sprees that we was really knowing about. We're not talking about a donut.
See, that's why you gotta take baby steps. That's what I'm saying.
Shopping sprees should be after 90 days for sure.
I'm not gonna require something so big. It's gonna start with the donut, the bagel, and the coffee. Can I have a bagel with cream cheese? Can you take me to Bruger's Bagel and I get a bagel?
I feel like you inspired.
And now we at the premium outlet.
I'm even gonna talk about my husband.
Yellow Converse.
I know that he's gonna get some at the end of the night, right? We married. It is what it is.
Y'all married.
But I can tell you one thing: when he is fully charged, he ready and willing to do so much more. So it is their battery. It is their battery. And the more
his battery.
Right. But I'm saying the sex is their battery. That's what I'm saying. That pleasure makes them get up and be like, oh.
But that's for women.
Thank you, Big Dad. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And then after that, he like, what you want? You want them shoes?
You want them shoes? Can I get them shoes?
That's all I'm saying.
You want some shoes, baby? Let's go get them
then
shoes.
he's saying you make me feel good because if a man is groomed on that sexual tension, then when he feels good, he want to make you feel good. What is inspiring him other than your regular conversation to give you a whole day's work?
It's the anticipation of the unknown. It's the
and hope you don't got trash after 90 days.
Hoping that it's not trash.
Yeah.
But you gotta put in something to get to that.
Right.
And unfortunately, I don't understand. It's not you.
And you know, Rondell cousin Money would say, "Aren't y'all both getting that same thing though?"
What?
I guess they both get the woman and the man both get the pleasure when they cross that thing. So it's already like the woman is at an advantage, right?
Yes.
The
woman is always going to be at the advantage, and that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. It's no way around that. Now, how much of advantage is on the man.
You see what the L says? That's called a paid escort, not the $2
That part, yeah. Off the L.
You gotta hire me. You can't buy me no drink and think we gonna dance. Thank you for the drink, sir. But
it's not the $2.
Melissa says, I don't think holding out on sex is shallow at all. That's your physical self, your body, your soul that you're sharing. That's worth a hell of a lot more than money. But me, a damn donut, buy me a damn donut before you be asking me for my cookies, LOL. No, it's not that he even asking you for cookies. I'm saying that if you pose a 90-day rule.
Oh, you have
it is because of your boundaries. I'm saying if a woman says, I say that I'm not going to have sex for 90 days before I get to know you, before I know if you're going to turn me on in the third week, I'm already telling you I'm setting a precedence without even knowing that you're different. So I'm already judging you on my past pain. The problem is the same rules don't apply. If you have a standard and a boundary, which is a 90-day rule, I'm not saying it's comparable. I'm saying it's your standard. It's what matters to you because that's what you feel you've been robbed of, which is the only reason you set a rule because the boundary has been overlooked. So now I set a boundary. I'm saying if the men have been robbed because people are dating them that don't really like them. People are taking advantage of them because they look like a buck-tooth beaver, and they are beautiful, and they know that you're gonna buy me everything and do all of that. Then it's still the same standard. So I don't want it to look like it's one being paid for the other. No, it's just a value on each person. If the man's job is to provide, and they're gonna provide for you for the end of time, then waiting to get to know you to know if you worth them investing is the same difference, because that's their value. That is what you expect from the man. Just like the man may expect that pleasure from you. I don't need you to buy me nothing. I don't need you nothing from me. I want to feel you. And the woman is like, well, I need to know that you can provide for me so you can feel me. I need to know if you can reach the standards of providing and a love and attention. All that is the process. So if y'all getting to know each other, and she has a standard, how is it not comparable when sex is our thing, right? It's a thing that we hold thing because we don't get the same respect. They can sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry and be the man. You become the hoe. So that's your standard. Now, if a man ain't got no money, can't provide, he a broke person, ain't nobody fooling with him. That is the standard of a man. So for me to say that I'm going to work 2 days and take you out to this nice restaurant while I'm getting to know you, right? Because you picked the restaurant. These plates are $100. Maybe not you, Melissa. Maybe not me. Maybe not even Kia. But we talking about the world, the whole world, in today's world. If they got that standard, for them to say, well, since we're getting to know each other, just like you want to save your cookies until you know if I deserve it, I may want to save my funds because everybody else before you have taken advantage of me. So I need to make sure you really like me because you a beautiful girl, just like they was a beautiful girl. But it don't seem like I always get that type because they running over me. That's the only reason why you saving that cat. Because if you got to save it, that means somebody else done took it. If you ain't saying I'm a virgin, somebody abused and used your prized possession. Well, men prized possession is their money. They don't want to just give it to you. So for me, it's the same idea that it's clearly what you've been through that makes you say, I got to feel you out and make sure you ain't using me. It's the same thing you saying, I need to feel you out to make sure you ain't using me. So I don't understand how it can't be seen as the same, because it is the same, because our values are different. So it's important to you because it's important to you. That's what you feel like you lost because it's your soul. A man don't think it's a soul. So they'll never understand it like you understand it because you're you and they're there. But they will understand the money because that is their thing. That is the thing that you want to judge them on, how broke they are. They have sex with a whole bunch of women, they're going to be like, oh, he the man. But if that nigga ain't got no money, you a broke guy, you this, you that, that's how they're going to talk about you, right? So your money is a man's pride and possession because that lets them know that they can take care of you, provide for you, and take you to the places that you want to go, right? Just like your body's going to take them to the places they want to go.
And that's why
See that?
Happen.
See what
it
I'm
ain't
saying?
Gonna happen because it's gonna take away a man.
Now it took me a while because I had to get on it, but as me,
I understand it.
I had to get it. At first, I was like that, like no, ain't no money for thing. But it makes sense now when you do the hypocritical.
A whole bunch of stuff, and that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna happen because that's taking away a man being a man. Mm-hmm. His money is him, so I can't even be with you if you ain't starting to spend no money because that's you being a man. And if I feel like you're not being a man, then
so okay. So what makes a woman a woman?
Her cootie.
Do you say how you gonna tell them that you ain't having sex? Because that's what makes a woman a woman. Because you're not going to start dating. You're not starting to date. So if you say as a woman, I'm a nurturer. As a woman, I cook. What makes a woman is what I'm saying. Because if what makes a man is his ability to provide. What makes a woman a woman?
Everything else she does.
And what is it?
She provides too, though.
But y'all don't even live together. Y'all just met each other. So what do you?
You can't even. So then what? The women don't have upfront stuff. Then
that's what I'm saying. So
you gotta get to that.
Say it again.
The process.
Say it again. So why can't you get to the money if he's a provider and you're the nurturer? You're not going to clean his house.
Okay, but
you're not going to cook dinner.
The man is just like the man is outer. The woman is inner. The man is front. The woman is later. You're not going to get to that, to know that until you break the barriers down. You got to get to break the barriers down. If you never get to break the barriers down, you're not being a man. That ain't going to fly. That ain't going to fly because now the man ain't even being a man no more.
Because what makes him a man is just his money, you're saying.
It's more
He
than
don't.
money,
Well, then
but,
that shouldn't be. So then, if that's off the table, it shouldn't take away who a
but that's
man is
part
unless
of the
that.
process.
But what's a part of your process? What
you
does
get,
he
you
get?
Getting some of me as you getting to know me. You get.
But you're not getting to know him.
I'm getting nurtured. You getting.
Are you
nurtured.
getting to know him too?
Yeah.
So what is the difference?
A part of him being a man is him treating you like a woman. Him treating you like a woman is treating you to eat. Treating you to. Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. He gonna spend some money on something being with you. There's no way he can't spend money being with.
I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm saying if he says he doesn't want to spend money,
no.
I'm not saying what man, the man that's doing that is doing that. But you can say I'm not having sex for 90 days. That's the only reason why this topic is a topic. I know. Because how can you set that rule? But he's wrong for setting the same rule. No. It's the same rule.
No. He can say that and she can say that, but the reality of it happening is real. Period.
What reality of what happened?
A woman would hold out for 90 days.
Yeah.
And a man not spending for 90 days is no, it ain't gonna happen. I would love to talk to somebody who made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have that conversation. Trust me, it ain't gonna last long.
Ron Paulin
not
says,
even gonna make it for 90 days. That part right there.
Ron Paulin says, believe it or not, I've asked for women to buy me a drink and they do 8 out of 10. Only the broke ones said no.
I cannot right now.
Melissa's like, Kia, you are killing me. I'm sure that was a moment ago. It's not the money, it's the time we can't get back. And that's why I keep on saying time is money. What I'm saying is if they spending $200 and they pay rent, they pay everything. Now they invest in an extra $200. That could be 2 days of somebody's time that they giving to you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it is no rule. I'm saying they both have a right.
No, they do.
They both have a right. If your scars can make you, that's why men don't have no right. Because y'all take everything from them. You can have scars that make you make decisions, but if they have scars that make them make decisions, it's like you ain't a man. No, you are a man. That man found out that some of y'all women ain't real women. So y'all taking advantage. Y'all going on dates when y'all don't even like them. When you know you using them. No, I'm done. It's time out for that.
Right. No, it's definitely.
And you just said you know that people did it since 20, 30 years ago. So how is that not making sense for them to protect themselves when y'all take advantage of them being a good man? So that by the time they get to a good woman, now you don't got a good man because he all spent out from somebody who took advantage of his kindness.
And why I gotta suffer? But why I gotta suffer?
Is it suffering if you know who you are? For 90 days for you not to take him here, it wouldn't be suffering
not to be
for
a
me.
Man anymore because of some of the bad
He
apples.
said, no. I'm still a woman, and I'm still gonna let you have it.
And I'm still dealing with men until I find the right one. It's just part of the process.
So why can't you go on free dates? Why can't you have conversations? Why does everything require money?
It doesn't.
Who said that? There was a time when money wasn't even a thing. So why does everything with value require money? I'm getting to know you. What my money got to do with finding out who you are? Oh, because I'm a better person because I can afford an expensive meal? You already have. And men relate you with sex. Men relate a woman with sex. That's the only thing you add. And they paying their own bills. They can take care of the whole garden.
Well,
when they met you, the only thing
value than money.
To you. To men sex.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be depending on that person because I get some people will give it up the first date.
Period.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, you just going to have to find
I'm saying everybody's not going to have a 90-day standard on not having sex. But the woman that does, we don't judge them. Every man ain't gonna have a 90-day standard on spending money. But the man that does, we can't say you're not a man because of what you've been through. Just like you a whole woman is because of what you've been through that created the standard. I'm saying to say that you ain't a man because that's your job. Well, you are feminine. You are a woman. Your job is to make me feel good because I'm working my ass off. To provide, you did it. And I feel better when I feel better. I don't get it though.
I could understand.
It's a double standard.
It is a double standard
because we never complain about the woman making that rule.
I don't think a man would totally feel that good about that. He will put it in place, but I don't think that. I don't know.
Arthur Lynette says yes. The D battery, plug me in, can charge me up. Yes, that big D battery, yes, high voltage.
Oh God.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's
then,
when the toys come in because guess
what? But guess what? In them 90 days, you still gonna get pleasure, and in the 90 days, he gonna still be losing money. Even though, and like I said, is a standard. If they got the standard, something went wrong. The woman that created that standard is because something went wrong. Just like the man that created that standard is because something went wrong. Yeah, because he gonna try it. Right, he gonna try it.
Just him being a man.
But I guess it depends on who he dating. Because if he found me, it would last for 90 days. It depends on the woman. It depends on the woman.
You're right, Precious.
For real.
Hell no.
Yes, it would.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, it would. It would. Especially if I'm saving my cooties, I would. If I have a standard, I will let you have a standard.
So
if you having sex with him,
would be with a man for 90 days and he never took you out to eat and spent his money on you, really?
I'm saying if we both have a standard. If he say I'm not spending money for nothing,
you.
Yes. If I have a standard too, he ain't having sex then. It's an even swap, ain't no swindle. But for me to be spending on you and you telling me that you ain't giving, then that's unfair. You set a boundary that has nothing to do with me, it has something to do with your past, but you expected me to give you the stuff that you got out of it without the return. So it's like I learned on somebody else.
So I think this is the thing. As long as we had that conversation,
that's what it is. It is a conversation. The woman said,
having that conversation up front, and now I'm making
you know I'm not having sex with you for 90 days because I'm preserving myself. I want to get to know you. And he's saying the same thing, which is why the topic came up. If he used the same thing, because he expect that when I'm taking you out, eventually, maybe not on the first night, but hopefully by the month end, perhaps I would have wooed you enough for you to give yourself to me because you trust me with your body, right? Now, if you're saying off the rip, I know I ain't trusting you for 90 days.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's something I gotta know.
But I'm only comparing the standard to the woman's 90-day rule. Yeah. So if the men had the same rule, because you would clearly know that I'm putting this rule because you're gonna expect to get something. I'm telling you, not today, not tomorrow, not in 90 days. Yeah. If I'm standing on that and I got that principle, then why can't you have the same?
I mean, no, you can.
And if y'all both got the same, then it should work. Now, it would be an issue if you somebody that's willing to give up that cat and he's somebody that don't want to spend no money. You're going to find an issue in that, wouldn't you? If you like, well, I'm ready to do it right now, and he like, da-da-da, it's the same thing. So I'm ready. You would be like, but wait, but how would you feel if you like, I'm ready to do it right now, and he's like, well, I'm still not spending money for 9 days. You would be like, oh,
you're not getting nothing.
Right. So if you say to him, if he said, I'm ready to pay right now, or I'm not ready to pay, I'm ready to pay right now. And you're like, well, no, I'm not having no sex for 90 days. That's not equally yoked.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not equally yoked. So it's like, if that's how you feel.
When the woman put that standard and then he turned around and put that standard, we got a problem.
It's a war. It's a war.
Houston, we got a problem.
You gotta find somebody who rationing that ass. And you gotta find somebody who you just gotta find your person.
You just gotta find your person, because honey.
But I won't be mad at somebody with that rule. Or I wouldn't think that they less of a man or none of that, because clearly there's a reason. I gotta do that because I don't even think a man would be able to go 90 days without doing that. Yeah, they probably won't. Yeah, depends on the man. But then again, like I said, it's setting the rule, right? You can always beat the rule. The rule is set a rule, and that's why I said you could always beat the rule. So if you that person, you ain't gonna worry about his rule. If I think I'm that chick, he don't spend nothing for 90 days. We'll see. It sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah,
if you that chick,
that's what it is. Because the 90-day rule is a challenge.
It's a challenge. Because many have beat the 90-day rule. Let me tell you. Many. Ain't that many people going 90 days. I don't care what they say. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. But it's a standard that was set. So if I walk away because you set that standard, who am I? You mean I'm judging you on what you could, but I'm saying I like you. Mm-hmm. I like everything about you. Just like he like you. He like everything about you.
The confusion of all the other
stuff.
So
why would him saying to me, oh, well, I'm on this thing where I don't pay for nothing for 90 days. Why would that make me be like, oh, now you no longer attracted to me and everything? That one thing would change my child. I'm not, no. I would not. If I liked him already and I want to get to know him, then you say you're not saying, okay,
Yeah, we
say less. Because I was paying to eat before I met you. Now he's still not your only one. So you could be going on dates with other people because you ain't fucking nobody anyway. So why you getting to know them? So okay. You dating.
90 days go.
No problem.
Gotcha.
I ain't gonna eat with you. I'll walk around the park with you, but I'll end up marrying you. And I'll end up eating with him. And that's what happens when you get to know people, because once they start paying, they think you owe them. And it ain't fair, but it's real. Yeah. But before that, they can decipher, because now they don't think you got an ulterior motive. So if you come to me like, well, everybody use me, and if I ain't coming to use you, I don't give a damn.
To change it up.
If I ain't coming to use you, I don't care if that's your rule. Because I was eating before I met you, and I'm going to eat when you go tomorrow. If we don't stay together, I'm still going to eat. So you would be an addition, but it's not a requirement. It's just not a requirement. Y'all get the money, time, and good sex. We just get what whatever y'all want to give us back. Y'all winning out here. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I would give them a thing, because right, you get everything. You wonder why they ain't fighting to be in relationships. You wonder why they ain't. So over 100 meal check. Over 100 meal check, please. Okay. I'm all the dessert you need. I'll tease button. Cake or cake, bring your creamy ice in, and we going steady now. Over a meal check, please. I'm the dessert. Is it
over $100
meal check, please? Check, please. He's a keeper.
We don't need no dessert. No, we ready to go.
I'm the dessert.
I'm the dessert. I'm all the dessert you need.
Oh, I'm gonna keep this coming, because I'm gonna keep on coming. See what I'm saying? They think they slick.
All my bun cakes.
All my. We about to get out of here. Y'all are retarded. Look, I knew y'all are silly. Ooh. Oh, my bun cakes. Good morning, Pools. Rewind into the beginning. Hey, Misha. You got to. This was a funny one. This is a funny one. We about to get out of here because we are over the hour. Let's get a card.
Come on.
What they need to know. So I think that's a good topic. I think that I wouldn't judge a man for creating a same standard that they protect their assets. We could protect our assets.
You did say that, honey, because if you never heard men say that, I would be like, okay, you must be a little special something. What you?
And I only feel like they would say if you be coming in there like
some value, you holding something. Because if you put that standard out there, all right now,
I think that is a counter reaction to, I'm waiting 90 days. Okay. I'm waiting to spend for 90 days too. I'm glad we're on the same page. Oh, you think you slick? You trying to use me? You already triggered them.
I can't.
Because if you wait in 90 days, let me find out. Right. I don't think that should be an upfront thing. I think you should be feeling them out. If it's 90 days, put it in your head, honey. So once you say that
part,
right? So because don't put no more. If it's 90 days, you can say to yourself, I'm going to give this time to get to know them, because if it changes, it changes.
Do what you just gonna do. Hold out for 90 days. You ain't got to be saying it unless he's pressuring you for it. And now it's like, I got to let this go. Don't even expect anything to after 90 days. Okay, I'm just letting you know, because you a little hungry.
You a little hungry.
You a little hungry. You a little dust bucket.
Let's read what the Lynette says before we do this. I'll pick our cards.
But at the end of the day, it is a decision that we make whether it's 90 days.
That part.
One night stand, whether we're going to spend money or not, sometimes it's not about money. What are we going to remember? The high-priced meal, or that walk around the park and sit in front of water talking to choices up to the individual. The choices up to the individual.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you going to remember?
And that's what I said, depending on the type of person.
They don't even last long. Yeah. And you be like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you remember, it's creating memories, and yeah.
That's a good one. Because at the end of the day, it's to each his own. So like I said, if somebody had that boundary, I don't think it would scare me away. I wouldn't be like, oh, you ain't know. I would be like, I'd be intrigued by that. And I think, I think it would be different.
It would be like, wow.
It's like that show where what is it? Love at First Sight, where they don't let them see. It's like 3 seasons. There's some good marriages came out of that. A white guy with a black girl, and she was shocked. She was scared to take them down because they couldn't see each other. They in these pods and they in the house. It's on a Netflix. The kids got me into it, but they get to speak and talk and tell about each other, but they can't see. Oh, wow. And then one of them conversations, they pick who they like. And then they bring them down the thing to actually meet, and then they go meet the families and stuff. But it was just getting to know each other. And more things surface from, I think, more in depth, right? Because we judge a person by what they can do for us. Then we got that expectation, and then marriage, the number one thing be money, right? Because it started out with the wrong intention, right? So when the man loses a job, you thinking you have no value. It's not like, oh, what we gonna do? Well, because you set the precedence, right? That's the only value. Shit happens to everybody. They could be like, shoot, I want to get to know somebody, but a woman make me better. So maybe I don't have all the things I need, but honey, I got it. So it's like it depends on what you're basing a relationship with. Because everybody could be a struggling person. Don't mean you can't date because you in college right now. You got bills. So no, I probably couldn't take you out, but I could walk around the park. I could tell you my dreams. And I could tell you my concerns. And I can tell you what to do. And we can sit around and laugh and joke. We can watch movies. We can get to know each other without the money. And it would be just equally as good. So just because you're not spending on me don't mean you don't have no value. You don't have to buy me a cup of coffee for me to get to know you. Just like I shouldn't have to have sex with you for you to want to get to know me. Right. We could have a platonic, right? So, and your checkbook is not what makes me. So if you're saying that life got you feeling like that, I gotta respect you just like I expect you to respect me. So it's just about letting men have the same standard that we got. Chef Ron, you trying to say something, but
the bucktooth beaver and 3-piece and man suit. I'm done. Thanks for the laughs, ladies. Great conversation.
Let's see, what book will we get? What page? Ooh, is that Morning Conversations or Happy Days? Which one should we do? Is that morning?
Morning. Yeah, that's Morning Conversations.
Happy Days. I don't know which one.
Which one you looked at first?
I look at the center. I didn't realize there's 2 different pages. Okay, growing in love. Love does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wrong. 1 Corinthians 13:5. Growing in love. The Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore, he will rise up to show you compassion. For the Lord is God of justice. Blessed are those who wait for him. Oh, how the Lord longs to show you his great love to us. With compassion and mercy, he gently exhorts us to do what is right. God is not a harsh taskmaker. Using his example, learn to delight in each other, showing gentleness, grace, and tenderness, especially in times of pressure. Strive to treat your spouse with warmth and affection, but be sure not to keep score or hold grudges. God does not judge you for your faults. Shouldn't you do the same for the one you love? A sure way to improve the bond of love you share is to treat your spouse better than you are treated. There can only be improvement. Celebrate the blessings you share. Compliment each other. Treat one another with tenderness and forgiveness. Your marriage will be better for it. Are you quick to forgive, or do you hold on to grudges? Can you think of one specific compliment for your spouse? Can you purpose to be more kind? So I guess that is growing in love, is realizing that people are who they are. And until we understand them, it's hard to judge it. So it's like, hey, if I'm going to give grace for the woman who has been through enough, who says, these are my boundaries, I'm going to give the exact same grace to the man who has been overused, which is why they set their boundaries. And if it don't work for you, then keep it moving. If it does, then perhaps you can open up a door where you can show him something and he can show you something, right? Right, and change the narrative because you can, but it's all about your intentions. And so if that ain't your intentions, it shouldn't scare you off. Just like if that's not his intentions, it wouldn't scare him off. So if I tell you that and it scares you off, it'll let me know I would feel a way that you only came for one thing.
Right.
If you tell me that and you've been eating before me and now all of a sudden you don't want to get to know me because I don't want to spend my money, then you only came for one thing too. So then they get to figure you out and you get to figure them out. Because if my standards is a problem for you, then maybe you're not as attracted to me as you think.
You're not the one for me.
Right. You was attracted to my car or you was attracted to my body. But you wasn't attracted to me. Yeah. Because if what I say changes, you getting to know me to see if you're worth the price of admission, either way, then that is a self check, right? Because if I liked you before,
that's outside
stuff. That's outside stuff. You buying me ain't got nothing to do with your inside. Buying for me because those persons that spend everything might not be a good person. Because money is so easy, right? Crap. And the person that is struggling will wash your feet. And rub your back and treat you like a queen because he wants to know that there's more than that. So I'm not saying that you can't have money. I'm saying that if you want to protect your resources, just like we want to protect ours, I would give you a fair shot at that.
And really get to see what the person is.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
What you for?
Precious, will you send me a picture of the reading for today? I would like to share with Nate. Absolutely, love. I sure will. I'll find it. Okay. Here we go, y'all. We're going to pick a card. Oh, did it? Ooh. Mix it. We're going to get out of here, y'all. This was a hot topic.
I got a hair point at 11 o'clock.
Oh, girl. We got to go.
But hot topics.
You
ready?
Ready, set. I am resourceful. And I'm quintessence. The essence. Y'all don't look at my broke nail. Y'all don't look at my broke nail. Don't look at my broke nail. So we are resourceful and we are quintessence. That means the essence of who we are. So the essence of who we are is resourceful. And so I think it is so perfect to this conversation because at the end of the day, we get to decide for our life. And we don't get to judge other people's experiences because that's why they set rules and boundaries, right? So you can either change their mind by being the difference, or you can walk away because that doesn't work for you. But you have a choice. You have a choice. So I can understand both ways. I'm open to both. It was a hilarious conversation. I knew it would be.
Great conversation.
Great. Thank everybody for their comments and everything that they said. And yes, because it has been very good. Hilarious. We love you. Remember, it is a relay race and somebody is relying on you to turn your heartbeat into a soul beat in order to leave your soul print. Because the fingerprint tells us what you got wrong in this world, but the soul print, it tells us what you got right. And what God got right is you. So remember, we don't compete, we complete. And the difference between them two letters, the words is a L, and the L stands for love. And love grows everything. So you have to love yourself first. So remember, you can never turn on anybody else's light, but you can provide enough light for them to find their switch. So stay lit in this world so somebody can find their way out of the darkness. It is your responsibility. Thank you for tuning in to Coffee and Conversation.
And remember to wake up and make today count.
Flip those switches. And don't forget to order your copy of What the F is Your Mustard Seed. Tell them, Melissa, you better get in it. Because when the book club start next month, you're going to want to be a part of the conversation because we about to be shifting mountains. We about to be making dreams come true because now we have a blueprint. Color edition right there.
Come on now.
Love you guys. We will definitely see you guys tomorrow. You guys have an amazing, amazing day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.